I got a bet, chat. Penn State.
Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start. Coming out with it, it's Singleton. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line.
Wow. Damn, I ain't got no damn blitz. What the fuck?
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Warren.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but he did a great job there with the play action. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Allen. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Fresh set of downs after the completion.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right?
Give it up!
You're in your own end of the
Man.
field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw.
What a play.
It's Warren.
Holy
He
shit.
was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones
Ooh.
and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Blasted as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch.
Yeah.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. 1st down here for the offense. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
My favorite play. Out of my favorite play, what I got. Okay.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know, last year was a classic. Now, this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Really nice throw there to get the 1st down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense, and you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the 1st round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a 1st rounder in the future.
The Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Got his man in the middle. On the move at the 30. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And what once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, you keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Fair catch called for and made. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Singleton. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk,
got going on the goal line, bro. Tell me what you got going on.
Guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
No.
He makes a catch. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And it's just so hard because as a defensive lineman, when you give the play action, I'm thinking run, I'm playing run, slows that pass rush down just enough and sucks those linebackers up, make those passing windows so much bigger. Nice job by the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, we knew coming into this game this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a man. It's Allard. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Right down the middle.
Give me that.
Fires into traffic, picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
That's caught. It's Tate. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Fakes his man out.
And that's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play. Now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And he eluded the defense, and they'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically.
You came out good, bro. But it's over with now.
In this game, they have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And the point after is good. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. These corners going to give them some space. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick completion on the out. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Howard. It's complete to the right. Tackled immediately after the catch. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass.
Oh, look out. There he goes. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Oh, he spun away like a vapor, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown.
Lock no keys, nigga. Lock no keys, nigga.
Few places are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. And the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand to a college football
lock, no key.
Square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better. So,
I don't know if I can quote the great Reese Davis. That was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Back to pass. It's Milroe. That pass is
Lord, no key.
They're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long.
Lord, no key.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Whoa. Whoa, hold up now.
Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult.
Man, no way.
It's complete, and they've got a big play.
Yeah, see?
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting those blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, the running back has it. Spins away. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Bama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Jet sweep to the receiver. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
Let me tell you something. When that guy goes in motion, alert, alert. He's a burner. I have to be 100% locked in and understand they can give him the football and he can burn. Great job by the defense being locked in on their keys and knowing that could be a possibility.
Back to pass, it's Howard. He's right on target. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Coming up, 4th down.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go for it on 4th down.
He dropped it!
Way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it.
Oh, my God.
You come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where...
Oh, what a fumble! Lord have mercy.
Fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Crosses the 30, he's got away.
Got the ball back.
It's a fumble. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But in the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver coming across in motion. To the air, it's Howard. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Judkins. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Motion from the offense. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Got it behind the line. It's Ibuka. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Coming after it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better, though.
From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Howard. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Running back searching for a hole. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. This passing game can continue to heat up. Look out in the second half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. They go to the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the toss. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A field goal here would put them on top, but a touchdown's what you want in a game like this. To the air, it's Howard. Using the quick game. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Gets it out quickly. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep.
God.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes that Alabama offense. And then a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Huh?
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will.
She ain't got the move blitz.
They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
To the air, it's Milroe. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's taking the deep shot. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's 4th in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for a running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. And they come out with a field goal lead. Defense just got to stop now to capitalize, David.
Yeah, keep the momentum.
All kinds of room to the right. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Columbus, Ohio, and the venerable Horseshoe, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, a place that's home to such legendary names as Archie, Woody, Zeke, and Stroud. Today we have a top 25 matchup on
you in the good, nigga?
College football.
Let me know, man.
Preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country,
the
Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Offense set on first down. Snags a quick pass on the left. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Catch in the middle. It's Ibuka. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass. It's Howard. Makes his connection. Puts him in the spinner. Still running. And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. This guy makes it look easy, just like a lot of recent Ohio State quarterbacks have.
Man, you can set your watch by these guys. I mean, whether it's C.J. Stroud, Justin Fields, I mean, we can keep going back year after year. They always got a really good signal caller that you can really depend on to make big plays.
Got it in the middle. It's Ibuka. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Buckeyes have moved it inside the 20. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They'll try to snap it quickly. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a catch and run for 6.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the tailback. Runs through a tackle. Good surge up front, giving 4 out to the 18.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your run.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Sanders. On target. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the lone running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Quick strike complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win. But you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense won that one. At least it wasn't a huge game-changing play.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. Back to throw, it's Sanders. He's got his man. And he breaks into the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Buffs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Bangs it through for an extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Quick release by the QB. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. With jet sweep pass. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This offense has a second down play. Looking to throw it again. He rifles one deep to the left. And it's caught inside the 25. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
That's caught. It's Hunter. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. He's going to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Horn. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Now on first down from the 30. Dropping back, it's Sanders. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the first down.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ballard. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
Hard running there. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Sanders. They're trying to get, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Caught over the middle. It's Ibuka. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Lock no keys, nigga.
Needed to do getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, there are more than chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point.
Lock no keys, nigga.
They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Offense, quick tempo.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Hunter. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Buffaloes headed quickly to the line. He's looking to throw it. Using the quick game. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Hey, little nigga, think you hard? You think you hard, nigga? Think you hard? Why they pick? Why they pick?
And to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage.
He was running back. He's smart.
Forcing the quarterback to have
that's what I told him.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You think you smart, nigga?
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play.
Why don't you the star running back, though? He probably fumbled too much, bro. I swear he was fumbling for me.
And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Sanders.
Oh, good screen. I see it.
They've got the screen set up. No, sirree. Not this
That's what they got recognition, boy. That shit means something.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Trying to work over there. You work over there you want to. Get him. Get him. Get him.
Dialing up a second down pass play.
I was sniffing it out. If this ball would have went over there on that comeback route, boom. Would have been just like that. Yeah, I seen that little comeback route, buddy. I ain't seen that little comeback route. I'm coming too. I'm coming too.
Coming from the outside, he was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
Boom.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on third. It's fourth down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning.
Eat that shit. Take that shit.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
You doing it, cuz. Stick that shit.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that
you be thinking you suck, but you can't have that. The real world can't have that.
As fast as I can, try to save as much as I can.
You some more. I'm gonna play my way now.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away.
I gotta play
that
for you.
incompletion leads to second down and 10.
That's so goddamn do. What you gonna do? I'm running the RPO play, boy. You can't stop. Lord, I'm
grabbed in the middle. It's
Why
Ncaa. Still on his feet at the 45.
Ooh, doing Michael Jackson.
They get him down at the 49, but
Michael
not before he
Jackson.
picks up 15.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage,
That's a play right there. I might next year it's over with. I'm changing the playbook. I'm going straight to this. I'm going straight. This is over with. I'm going straight to here.
Down from the 49-yard line.
It's going to you. You know
Looking
it's
to
going
move
to
it through
Smith.
the air.
You know it's going to
Makes the
Smith.
catch. It's Smith. They make the stop
Y'all
right
can't
there.
handle
Good
this.
pickup.
Y'all can't even handle this. This just something.
A nice job by the
This
QB there,
something.
timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up.
Touchdown. No, ain't no touchdown. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna even force it.
Back to the air one more
But
time.
look at that. Look at all that room, bro. That's all perfect.
Wide open downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
I had to go loud, no key
This
to
offense
hit for
lines
every
up
play.
feeling awfully good after that big play.
And you know they're my favorite play. Ooh.
Hit
Oh, they
hard
got
as
me.
he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls
touchdown. R1.
On second down, he'll try to make the
I'm gonna
connection
put it.
this time.
That's a perfect pass.
Nice defensive
What
play
is the perfect
to get
pass?
his hand in there and knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown
Jamie Lee
any
tried her and
picks,
picked that bitch
which has
off.
really helped keep this offense on schedule.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of
Scott
misfires,
Jr., is you.
threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw at Tower. Throws toward the end zone.
Man, I thought I clicked on the goddamn bitch.
Just the turning point they needed. Bringing it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Gave him a little bit.
I'm on this nigga. Y'all gotta go somewhere up.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Y'all gonna have to go
They'll
somewhere
hurry to the
up.
line with the clock still running.
I'm on this nigga.
Out of the gun, the running
You
back.
running
has
the
it.
ball?
Really nice stop there from this
You
senior
running the
leader.
ball?
They're at their
Cause
fastest
I'm on
tempo
this
trying
nigga?
to get off this 3rd down
That why you run that ball? Cause I'm on your boy. I'm on your boy. You can't get the trash. You better get to him though. We on that too.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt, situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those.
Oh, you just threw it to the field.
Picked off.
Now you.
Take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And this defense coming out with points
Too
of their
good,
own.
bro. All it is, but too good, bro. You done made too many
So you
U's
think
out
they
here.
shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other.
I just can't beat up on y'all.
One team, man. It's your job to stop it.
I like that approach, and that should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that.
Maybe that's what it
A
is.
lot of times when your team's better to do
Maybe
the
they
same thing, to
will.
return the favor, and make him forget that.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
But I be running these plays. This play right here, I run it every game.
Just what they want here.
I got them RPO.
Looking to throw, it's Howard.
Look at this shit.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
You man really want to run a hell, man.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to get to it. They get to him as he throws.
Damn, he went on
When you
so
know you
bad.
have a team outclassed,
When I locked in on Hunter in the second half, that what happened.
Finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better.
Goddamn,
you know you're going to win the
I see why the nigga win Ohio
how do I
State.
continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.
We how you don't need no Raider got there with all that offensive power. He ain't got to move.
Right from the get-go in this game, offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just
Ohio
total
State.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
3 linebackers and the other DN, he ain't but an 80, but the big guy quit on. You need time to the other one.
I just wish I had your blitz. It'll be even more fucked up out here. Ah, damn, they had the blitz. Bah. Shit, if I get Auburn, I ain't going till 1. In until? It's gonna be fucked up to give me a till 1, nigga, man. This is gonna be fucked up. You know Auburn ain't got no offense. Hold up now, what that is now? That's crazy you can't change their playbook. That's fucked up. Ain't this some bullshit?
Horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. With the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. Today we have one of those
See, I already
games
got
that
paid
has your
for.
focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As
Damn.
we see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and
That's some bullshit. Soon as I got done hit it.
we're ready to tee it up.
Not even Alabama, but Ohio State. I was expecting Alabama for real. You know I get ball for Lord have mercy.
The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff.
I believe I'm gonna tilt 3? Oh, this game here ain't even finna count. That nigga with him up taking so long.
A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm.
Gotta find
Let those big fellas get
I ain't been to Auburn playbook in a minute. I just seen one RPO. I'm finna try. Oh.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The short hands, it's Hunter. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you to get the 1st down. You don't. Now, decision time, 4th and short.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Tigers are on the move. They'll throw it on 1st down. Now improvising. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Gets it out quickly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Hunter. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pickup of 1, it's down at the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He'll take a deep shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
Already down a score early. The last thing you want to do on your first drive is give it right back to them. So they'll go. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Got the quick completion. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. from the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Thorne. He finds his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Caught behind the line. It's Fairweather. Open space at the 25. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. The short hand, it's Hunter. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal.
Lord, no keys. No.
Touchdown, Tiger. Well. Somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. That's caught. It's Ibuka. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. It's complete on the right side.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you.
No keys.
to try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Auburn 23, Ohio State 0.
The Tigers will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Auburn lines up quickly. Running back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Moving out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
He'll throw it. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, it's a big blown opportunity by the defense to just kill that drive right there. He had a chance to make that interception in the end zone, but he couldn't come up with it.
And the incompletion brings up a second down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Shakes off the tackler. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Coming after him. And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working that left side. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Feeling some heat. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense, go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Pressure coming. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Auburn 23, Ohio State 8.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Pulls and fired complete. Got room at the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Lewis. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Trying to find his man on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lewis. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. It's complete to the left. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And if they can nudge this one forward just a bit, they might put a seal on this victory. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Off the RPO. Quick throw to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Auburn! And the punishment has been extended. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Going for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives. He's going for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully
he'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dances away. Takes a hit as he fires. What a snag by the defense.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Line gets set, first down. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on fourth down. They'll go for the hat trick. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Makes the grab outside. It's Lewis. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on second down. Touchdown, Tiger! And the pummeling has started.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
No keys!
And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it back. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.